Welcome to Friday Fails, where we take subscriber submitted fails and break them down so you don't make the same mistake twice. Let's go. Today we're breaking down 12 fails, and some of them could have been easily avoided with the most simple fix, maybe in a mistake that you might make. And don't forget, the 12th fail is the gnarliest fail. You're not going to want to miss that. Let's get right into it. Oh my goodness. So the seat bounce to the seat back is not going to be good in any scenario. And so I just wouldn't sit down and, first off, whoever filmed this, you're the real problem here because you knew what was going to happen. You put him on a bike he's never ridden before, you told him to not stand up, or you didn't even make the suggestion, and then you videoed it for your own entertainment now, which is translated to our entertainment. You're the problem, ma'am/sir, who knows, or both, okay? I don't really know what to do here. Don't do this, okay? Moving on. Oh, you know what I call that one, folks? I call it the I'm the cool, I'm the cool, I'm the cool. Is that drool? Because he crashed and the slobber went out or whatever. So anyways, coming off this jump face, he kind of did a little scrub, which is great. I've been here and done this. The front tire hits first, and then it kind of slams the back tire into the ground, throws him out of bounds. Really, it was just a balance issue. When that front tire hit, I don't know that he expected it to clip the top of the jump like that, and then you can see he's kind of way lean to the left here. If it were me and I was sideways like that, I probably would have turned the front wheel a little bit to the right and just steered the bike to the right when I landed, right? I would have just cut right, put my weight to the inside because I knew that the bike was gonna wanna flip back to the left like that. That's like a more advanced maneuver, and you have to have a lot of in-air control to kind of make that split-second decision. But we call this one the I'm cool to is that drool. Moving on. Oh shoot, this is Dade City Motocross. Oh, I mean, simple fix here, guys. He just thought he was doing freestyle, but he was really racing. You just gotta know what you're doing. I mean, you could be racing, you could be doing freestyle, but you can't be doing both, especially in this scenario. So, not a lot going on here. Just case the jump a little sideways. Couldn't take the force coming back up to him. Bike kicks out. Feet somehow, but he does like a really sweet no-footed can-can right here. So, style points for that. Hope he's okay. Hope that foot peg didn't catch him because he fell onto the outside of the bike there. Hey, sometimes you gotta know when freestyle's gotta go. Sister kicks the gate down. Brother loops it out right onto his butt cheeks. Mom goes, whoop. Dad goes, told you to lean forward. So I actually like this. This brings back some good old memories, probably out in the Midwest, it looks like. And if you guys can just see, I'm just gonna give you a couple quick fix here. He's sitting on the back of the seat and putting a lot of power to the ground. His arms get straight, he pulls. And we got two things working backwards, our body and the power pushing us. Oh, last second he tries to get up front a little bit, and just not enough. Those bikes are too fast. Gotta lean forward, brother. We got a rider, we got ruts, we got a berm. Ow, we got a crash. Dang, right on the wood. Looks like it's in the morning too. This isn't the morning wood we're looking for here, folks. He's crashed right on the wood. This is not great. So he comes into the rut. His body is like on the right side of the bike, and his bike is on the left side of his body. It's just simple math. And he goes in the rut, starts to pull to the right. So now his bike is gonna meet his body. You can see it with his head there. Right, meet, morning wood. Just stay neutral going through the ruts, guys. You gotta look a little further ahead, make sure your handlebars are dead center. Your human is dead center over the handlebars. Easy way to do that is just square up both elbows at 90 degrees, and you know that you're in the center line of the bike. That will help. Now, this is kind of lightly moving towards the left, so maybe you lightly move your upper body to the left and match that. Anyways, we call this one the accidental morning wood. Honestly, all that looked good until this part, and then I realized that he knew he was coming up 35 feet short. You know what I always tell people at camps when they're doing jumps and stuff like this, or trying to learn jumps? You need to jump enough to figure out timing. So timing can't be taught, it has to be felt. Now what can be taught is how to make the mistakes, and the two big mistakes are casing and over jumping, and one layer back from that is good body position so you can absorb force. This scenario, he could absorb force really well. He's just way too short, so his timing was way off. So my thought is you need to jump more so you can read that jump. Really good riders can see the distance of a jump with their own two eyes, and they have like a subconscious, like, oh, that's about 75 feet. That's gonna be about 35 miles an hour based on the arc of that ramp, the height of that ramp, the traction on that ramp. It's just like you're logging this data and you're able to make decisions. But this right here, folks, he's shorter than Cat Williams and Kevin Hart in the same room. Oh my gosh. That is so awful. I can tell you, I actually did this to a fellow racer of of mine, a friend. I accidentally landed him on one of these turning singles and just mistimed where he was gonna be, which is kind of what it looked like happened here. It looks like he was gonna try to cut underneath and then the last second, try to go back to the outside and golly, man, just KO'd this feller. I think you just gotta know who's in front of you. I talk about this all the time at our camps and our riders meeting and even throughout the day of like, half of the battle is understanding what's going on in front of you and being able to make the decision. And if you're in a place, an anxious place with your riding, it's pretty hard to make those split-second decisions, and those split-second mistakes are what causes the big pain. So you guys just gotta look ahead, think ahead. On the next one, guess what? He learned today, didn't he? Unreal. So he's riding a little high on the rear wheel here. When I'm going through rollers like this, I'm just trying to keep the front end just light enough to get to the next roller. I'm not trying to really Eli Tomac these things and wheelie through all of them and try to be a rock star, because rock stars aren't always, they don't live, you know, they're not always the healthiest. So I just think he got a little bit carried away, a little excited. That last straightaway really pumped him up, and next thing you know, he's seeing sky. He's seeing sky. Don't be that guy. All right, let's move on. Oh my gosh. Now here, what I'm gonna show you fellers real quick. You fellers and fellettes out there. Look how much further forward his knees go right here than the fellas on the right. See how his knees kind of go back, and then he's able to break at his hips as he goes off the top of that jump face. Where my fella on the left here, knees go forward, head goes up. Fella on the right, the hips kind of lower back and are able to get a little further back, a little slower. So he's meeting the arc of this jump with his hips getting lower. This guy kind of got there quick due to improper knee placement. And then just, he may have hit a kick or two, which doesn't help. It was definitely a technique mistake there. You definitely want to keep the knees back, head low, so you can create space for the bike to work. Look, the bike's gonna work to the rider here, and then away from the rider here. And the bike needs room to do that without your body going with it. Where everything went wrong here is that his butt's maxed out as far as low as it can get. So now the bike's pushing his body weight forward, right? And then when the bike pushes your body weight forward, there's no more room, right? Like you're now in sync with the weight moving forward, and most people can't take that force when they land. As you can see, this guy tried to high five his buddy here, and his buddy just left him hanging. Like his buddy just literally left him hanging here. All right, final fail of the day. We call this the MX Factory fail of the day. Let's go. Let's see what's going on here. I know it's going to be a freestyle track. Okay, there's a lot of F's in this one, and I'm pretty sure this guy had an extra one to add, but we won't mention it here. Family friendly. 2 more F's for you. Okay, going off the jump face here. Probably just a jump he shouldn't have been on. Let me be quite frank. Another F for you. When he goes off, yeah, he just gets the huckabuck, man. And you know, these two strokes have a little less rev to get the front end to come up when it's trying to go down. And so the feet coming off was like a little bit of a weird thing. I think he just kind of panicked there. I would have probably hooked him to the number plate, but either way, what I'll say is congratulations on making our thumbnail and entertaining a bunch of folks. Don't hit this jump again until you know how to hit short, steep jumps, which is head forward, hips back, over the jump face. Bonus fail, if you're not coming to our classes, you could end up on these fails.